Hi fellow makers, for a charming and magic Pan LULLABY collection, we'll be talking about basic tips to sew knits with a home sewing machine. It might sound challenging, but it's very simple and fun. All you need is some tools and give it a try. Knits are forgiving, soft, and very comfortable. For the needles, you're going to use ballpoint needles, also called jersey needles. It's the best option for sewing knits. It has a rounded tip that slides through the fiber, while the woven needles with sharp points will break the fibers, leaving holes in the knits. These needles come in different sizes. The bigger the first number, the stronger the needle is. Here at AGF, we love to use 9014 for our knits. For the pins, you're going to use ballpoint pins. Just like the ballpoint needles, they have a rounded tip. When choosing your thread, make sure it is a cross-wounded thread. It makes an X around the spool. It reduces the risk of tangling, pulling, and skip stitches. The best option is polyester thread because it is stronger than cotton thread and also has a little give that works perfectly with stretchy fabrics. When setting up your machine, use a zigzag stitch. It is a stitch that you will find in almost every sewing machine. Set your machine in a short stitch length for better stretch like 1.5 and a medium to wide width length like a 3. Before you start sewing, if you have a wavy seam, steam it to help the fabric shrink back into its original place. Place the iron on top of the seam and press it for a couple of seconds and move it to the next spot to do the same. Do not slide it side to side because it will distort the fabric. Pin your pieces with the ballpoint pins to avoid the fabric from moving while you are sewing. If your machine is eating your fabric, just place your fabric 1/4 inch from the edge of the foot and pull the threads to the back during the first couple of stitches only. Make sure not to pull the fabrics towards or against you while feeding it through the machine, and also support it when sewing so it doesn't stretch by falling to the ground. A rule of thumb is that knits will sew better with a lower tension than wovens. You will have to play around before starting your project to find a perfect setting. Once you're finished, trim the unsewn edge to simulate an overlock stitch. Once you learn these basic tips, use them to create your Baby Bibs project or any other free tutorial showcased in our Pan LULLABY lookbook.